Some people don't really understand what social climber really means because I encountered a Reddit post yesterday and the girl is talking about her social climber sister. And she said that her sister is receiving parcel daily that cost 1,000 and she actually don't care at all if her sister receives expensive parcel every single day if her sister is the one who's paying for it. But the thing is, the one who's paying for her parcel is your mom. To the extent that your mom is getting stressed daily because she didn't know where to get a payment for the upcoming parcel. And that, my friend, is not a social climber. And that is shamelessness, audaciousness. It can also be a character disorder. Like, if you have no guilt or remorse about the inconvenience that you're causing someone, you have a character disorder because clearly there is a zero empathy there in that scenario. Social climbers don't inconvenience anyone. They are, in fact, making themselves a convenience for some people in exchange for future favors. They know the art of reciprocity. Social climbers have a high levels of emotional and social intelligence. They knew that network is a network, so they capitalize on their character, personality, they work on themselves instead of burying themselves in debt trying to impress rich people. They utilize their friendliness on friendships, on being nice, on being useful, etc. Another thing that the Reddit poster said about her sister is that her sister is asking for a large amount of money for a school project, but the day after asking for money, they'll see her IG stories eating and drinking at posh bars and restaurants. Does that sound familiar to you? Basically, Nicolette Gray life sends the rich parents. That is not social climbing, that is giving a full rich or pretending to be rich. There is probably an element of low self esteem there because, from my perspective, there is a compensation that's happening internally. Like, there is an obvious thirst for an external validation. And here is the juicy part. The social climber sister is threatening them that she's going to commit suicide if she didn't get what she wanted. Like, if that doesn't sound like a master manipulator, I don't know what it is. Now, I'm not saying that everyone who threatens to commit suicide is not depressed. I'm just saying that there are people out there who will pretend that they are depressed, they're suicidal, they have all of these mental health issues to gain attention, sympathy, sometimes to manipulate and get away with what they did. I know someone is exactly like that, capitalizing on their friend's depression or pathetic situation, and I can say that it can be really hard to deal with people like that because I know one and I've dealt with one. The sister is also giving expensive gifts to her boyfriend. Giving expensive gift is not really an issue according to the Reddit poster. The question is who purchased the expensive gift for her boyfriend? And you guessed it, it's just sad that social climbing nowadays is getting a bad rep when in fact it's quite far from all of this tacky and cringe behavior. A social climbing is not bad. It's not cringe. A social climbing can get you far in life. Like if you have a business or you have skills to offer, like you're a makeup artist, hairstylist, or you're a fashion designer, if you social climb gracefully, they can connect you or recommend you to other rich people who will help your business grow and expand your network. I remember what a JFK said. I'm not sure if it's in an interview or biography or an article or something. He professed that if he didn't go to Harvard, he didn't think he's going to be a president. He affirmed that his connections and Harvard have helped him win the national election. Dressing up in logos from head to foot is not social climbing. It's giving Nova rich. It could also mean for rich or faking to be rich, especially if you don't really have the means to afford the luxury that you're wearing. It also makes you look desperate. You think rich people will think that you belong just because you're a logo from head to foot? No, they'll think you're trying hard and desperate, especially if the logos are so out there. You might think that rich people are impressed by that, but the truth is, you're just going to repel them. Now, there are people who dressed up in logos from head to foot just because a fashion. They love fashion, and it's their way to express themselves. And there's nothing wrong with that because let's admit it, although luxury is just a scam most of the time, there are exquisite pieces out there that are worth our money. I'm also not talking about the people who love some aesthetic, the finest things in life. We all know that a lot of times cheap things and cheap experiences are more of a waste purchases than good quality pricey ones. Asking for a large amount of money for the so-called school project so that you can show off that you party and eat at posh clubs and restaurants is not social climbing. It's douchebaggery. It could also be immaturity or narcissism because narcissistic people love to impress people that don't even care. People that are not worth it. They need reality check. Overall, social climbers are just goal oriented people. Their goal is to win and succeed. They can achieve it by having as many connections as they can. They are strategic and calculated. They knew intuitively that your network is your network. They are not dressed by logos from head to foot, but they are elegant. Their biggest flex is their character, work ethic, and they don't try to impress people as they show interest in people. Their biggest investments are skills and personal growth, things that generate the most reward than just external validation. So, yeah, keep that in mind next time you call someone a social climber.